Welcome to Level Up Conversations, where we take conversations.
Oh God.
To the next level.
Thank you.
I do it because it bugs him. I'm your host, Shane Simmons. This is your director, editor-in-chief. He just wanted a chief in his name somewhere. Jimmy Radcliffe. Now, Jimmy, what games have you been playing recently?
I've been going back...
Hold on. Just want to let him know today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation press conference. You can see the rest of the E3 press conferences in the annotation down below. It'll give you a list to all the other videos we've done, and we will finish up with the Nintendo one, which was the last one. Anyways, Jimmy, what games have you been playing?
Going back through my library of unfinished games, and recently I've been playing Batman Arkham Asylum. It's great. It was just one of those games, for whatever reason, when I first started it, decided to play like a quarter of it, and then I stopped. I think I probably got back into Skyrim at that point.
You need to finish Arkham Asylum so you can get to Arkham City.
I'm going to. It'll happen. But yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Yeah.
It's good. Anything else?
Still playing Hearthstone.
Everyone is.
On breaks at work. Besides that, I just bought The Witcher and The Witcher 2 because The Witcher 3 looks fantastic.
On PC?
No, it's actually on Steam for Mac, surprisingly enough.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
So I have not made my Mac also a Windows computer, so I can't buy all the other fantastic games that are on sale right now.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
I don't know if you can see, but I have my Mac here, and it is 70% of the time on Windows. Actually, probably like 85% of the time.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah. So I've got those two games. I haven't really started them yet. Although I booted up The Witcher, and then I booted up The Witcher 2, and The Witcher 2 looks like light years better than The Witcher does.
This is a hashtag fact.
I'm probably going to just start with The Witcher 2, since it looks so pretty, and then maybe go back to The Witcher 1.
You have to make a decision, though. If you start with The Witcher 2, you're not going to want to play The Witcher 1. If you start with The Witcher 1, you're going to play The Witcher 2. Be like, oh my god, The Witcher 2. Just saying. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. PlayStation started off their conference strong. Microsoft's always started off their conference with Call of Duty, which is a very safe pick. PlayStation started off the conference with something we've all wanted to see, which is Destiny. Now, I can now talk about this. I couldn't before, but I played the pre-alpha Destiny, and it was everything I'd ever wanted from a shooter ever. And now the alpha is out, and I've played a lot of that. I've played quite a bit.
What makes it everything you've ever wanted?
The best way to describe Destiny is Halo, Borderlands, Skyrim, always with Halo, Borderlands, Skyrim with a multiplayer.
Alright. Where is the Borderlands coming in with the variety of guns?
The Borderlands is coming in with the shooter, with the FPS RPG. You have a complete skill tree to your character and with your weapons as well.
Alright.
The Halo, it's made by Bungie. It has a very Halo arcade shooter feel to it. Just the gravity level, the amount of bullets it takes to kill something. Skyrim, the huge open world that they offer.
Are there dragons?
Not yet. Maybe. We don't know.
That would be cool.
It would be.
Bungie do it.
Yep, because Bungie watches our show, and now they know what we want.
Of course.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
So they started with Destiny, a lot of exclusive footage. They continued to reiterate, and this was kind of a theme for PlayStation's whole conference was, yes, this is not an exclusive, but you do get exclusive content for this game on PlayStation. They also announced the Destiny PS4 bundle, which comes with a white PS4 and a white controller, which looked fancy, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They had some other cool things. The rest of the shows, we did them in order, which they announced them. Not this time. We will finish with what they finished with, though. They showed more from the Order 1886, which a lot of people have been worried about since IGN came out and was like, oh, it's really rough right now. And they interpreted it as the game's crap, which isn't true. It was just pre-alpha, so everything's really rough right now, and people kind of got a little overexcited. But the Order looks a lot like Gears of War, just with a different theme to it. It plays a lot like a Gears of War from what I've heard and from what I've seen.
It looks really dark, but it...
Well, like the cover shooter, the third-person cover shooter, like the gameplay of it.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm excited for it. I didn't realize it was going to be as dark of a game as it actually is.
Something that makes me more excited about it because of that. How do you think?
Oh, I think it's going to be good. I mean, I like those kind of stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a very, because it's in London, it's got looks like werewolves, possibly vampire, like that kind of feel to it.
It's got a League of Legends called it hex tech, but I can't remember what the actual term is. Steampunk. Yes,
it does
that's
have a steampunk feel.
Steampunk feel to it.
Yeah.
With the way weapons are designed and everything. Sorry, I was reading Lucas's lips off camera.
You guys are cute.
So Order 1886, Infamous First Light, which was a bit of a surprise. It's a standalone Infamous game where you play as Fetch, who is a main character from Infamous Second Son, which it looked really cool. Fetch has a really good story to her. She's one of the first people you meet in the game.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. Entwined was something that got announced. Bloodborne was something that got announced. Far Cry 4, they showed more footage for Far Cry 4 at the PlayStation conference than they did at the Ubisoft conference, which was interesting. Did you play Far Cry 3 at all?
Haven't played it. I've seen a lot of reviews and videos on it, and it's great. And that would have been, there's a Far Cry bundle on Steam right now, which if I had a PC, I would have downloaded it and got it.
Definitely hashtag worth.
Right, especially because of the what was their crazy 80s neon...
Oh, like Blood Dragon?
Yes, Blood Dragon, because that all looked fantastic.
It does. It looks
and
cool.
then Far Cry 4 looks great. The scene of the guy jumping out of a car, going into another one, seamlessly like stabbing a guy in the throat, throwing him out, driving off of a cliff into a hang glider.
Was it the hang glider or was it the wingsuit?
Well, maybe a wingsuit, something like that.
They show a wingsuit and I'm like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
And then you ride elephants.
Yeah, hands down. Like, if I come in riding elephants, like, I'm all Mowgli in that bitch, just shooting people, it's over. It's over. You don't stand a chance if I come in on elephants.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic, and I need to go back and play the other Far Cry games.
PlayStation conference, we rated the other ones. I just wanted my personal opinion. I would put PlayStation last. Second to last. I would put them... Microsoft and PlayStation are definitely bottom two. I don't know who got last and who got first, because PlayStation had this big boring gap in the middle where they kind of read letters and they talked about this TV show that they're getting.
Well,
but I
think
they had really big announcements
It
throughout.
was very easy last year to rate conferences because it was new hardware.
Well, it was really easy to rate conferences last year because PlayStation hands down won.
Well, still, and I don't think you need to rate every single
I like
year.
ratings.
I understand,
I like
but
the
it
order.
was more, alright, here now we're starting to get into
Well, like if you're at
the
home and you're
consoles.
choosing which conference to sit down and watch, don't watch PlayStation's. Don't watch Microsoft's. Google stuff from them.
You could do...
Watch the other ones.
You could do what I did and watch recaps of them, and that's really all you need.
But I mean, everyone's going to talk about who won, who beat who placed above who. So I would put Microsoft and PlayStation for a tie at the bottom. Microsoft had the Halo. Well, you can see in the annotation I below to the other video. PlayStation did the Destiny. They did Order 1886, First Light, Far Cry 4, a couple other things. They did Little Big Planet 3, something that not a lot of people were expecting, which seems cool. I actually don't. Did you watch the video on Little Big Planet 3 yet?
I watched some of it. Little Big Planet's never been a series I really got into.
It's one of those games that I've always played with my girlfriend. I'm not excited that they have different classes that have different special abilities for Little Big Planet because that makes it more complicated for her. So it's not you always do the same thing, but it'll be interesting. See, I'll have her be the bird that can fly. So there's a very small chance of her dying. It'll be fun.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird. No.
You're old, I don't get that reference. Mortal Kombat X, they also showed more stuff about Mortal Kombat X, which was really cool. I mean, I'm excited. Mortal Kombat games are always fun. I'm not very good at fighting games unless you consider Super Smash Bros. A fighting game, which I wouldn't, but still. So I'm excited about it. They rounded out with Batman Arkham Knight, which looks amazing. We got to see the exclusive content, which was Scarecrow missions. And it seemed really big, and we don't know if it's exclusive or it's a timed exclusive, but it seems pretty intensive to the game. I'm really excited about this new Batman.
Well,
You're just playing Arkham Asylum, you don't know shit.
I'm getting there. Give me time. Give me time.
You don't have time, obviously.
It's true. I don't.
They were kind of the only company that talked about hardware. Where they showed off the PlayStation TV, which is something I'm really excited for because I have a PlayStation 4 and I had a Vita, but I traded it in because there weren't enough Vita games that interested me. There are plenty of Vita games out there. If you like JRPGs, you're going to love the Vita, but there are not enough games that interest me. I'm really excited that I can put the PlayStation TV in my bedroom and then play my PlayStation 4 from there when we have all these games coming out later.
Yeah, no, it looks great. That's one of the announcements I heard of that interested me. Again, I don't have any of the new consoles yet, and I only have one TV, so it doesn't really affect me. But I can see that being a really big selling point, especially for families where maybe the PlayStation's on the main TV and you've got kids with other TVs. They can just put it up there and still play their games. It seems great.
The Last of Us for PS4, something we all knew was coming, and oh my god, does it look amazing. Like, the graphics on that blew me away. Today I was thinking about how I'm about to go back through The Last of Us when it comes out, and all it feels is going to put me through.
I don't know if I could do that.
I can't handle it. I just can't.
It's too intense.
This game's so good. Watch our Game of the Year show, and we'll talk about The Last of Us. They led into Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition, which is not a joke. Yeah, that's the title, which is the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 360 or an Xbox One version of Diablo 3. Did I say Diablo 4? I think I said Diablo 4.
Doesn't matter. Go on.
Anyways, I'm excited about that because they have exclusive missions for Diablo 3, which are PlayStation 4 exclusives. They are dungeons which are based off of the Last of Us villains and other things as well down the road.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be really cool. I'm excited. I'm sad that they didn't announce any cross-platform transfers because I've been playing the crap out of it on PC. Hopefully they do. Probably they won't. I'm excited either way. I just remembered one big thing that they announced. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to next-gen consoles. The biggest thing that I took away from that is you can import not just your PS3 save, but your Xbox 360 save to PS4.
That was kind of an FU to Xbox.
That was kind of like, hey, yeah, we can do it too. That's interesting. I'm gonna really enjoy watching that play out.
Yeah.
And then lastly, they finished with the Uncharted 4 A Thief's End CG trailer. How do you feel about it?
It looked good, but I mean, it was really another teaser.
Online later, we find out that it's about a pirate's treasure that you're going after.
It's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
It's an Uncharted game. They're fantastic.
There's been a lot of bad press going on about Naughty Dog and the things that they went through and people that have got laid off and lead directors that have left and stuff like that. It makes you worry a lot about it. So PlayStation had to show something, regardless of whether they have anything ready or not. It doesn't fucking matter. You have to show something at this point. So I'm excited. We're all really excited for it. Can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
Again, though, this is happening. Don't worry about it. It'll be out soon enough.
Right. Like all games.
Like
it'll be out soon.
It'll come out sometime. All right, Jimmy. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, sir.
And you guys have a good night.